Hey pals, it is Jess, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing another speed build. What's new? Anyway, this one is called Cape Corner. I thought that this was a really creative name. And it's tragic that this is like a creative name for me. But anyway, I just had this vision to do a corner home. And that's what I did. I'm trying to make this sound a lot more interesting than it really is. But I just had this idea to do like a corner home with like the two little like balcony entryway kind of things. And yeah, I just did it. That's about it. So anyway, there's going to be a few more kind of like cuts in this build, I suppose. Because I actually had my computer, the power board thing that it's like plugged into, I was running a little like electric heater, and the electric heater actually ended up short-circuiting the power point and my game crashed, and I'm still like a little bit anxious about that, so I've been like saving obsessively. So if you see like some saves and some cuts and stuff, sorry about that, but you know, gotta save for a little bit because I'm like at that like real paranoid stage. So yeah, anyway, this particular build is pretty different. I did something really different with the roofing as well. It's a little bit all over the place, but like it flows really well at the same time, in my opinion, of course. And I did that thing I've been doing lately with the like creating the panels with the columns. So I'm quite liking how that is looking. This is a very strange house. I think like I like it. I think it looks really cool and I'd definitely play in it, but as far as like realism goes, I've never seen a house like this before. I still think it's cool, but like it's Sims normal, not real life normal. Anyway, the floor plan for this house was impossible. It was really, really hard, and I got the floor plan in the end, but this was probably one of the, I don't know, the hardest floor plans I've ever done. Like I've built giant homes before, and I have been fine with the floor plans, and then I don't know what it was about this one, but it really stumped me. It just really, really stumped me. So this has a kind of like blue and cream and stone theme. That's why it's called, oh wait a second, I was going to call it Cornerstone, and I ended up calling it Cape Corner. That's right, I remember now. Yeah, so I do include a lot of the kind of like wallpapering stuff on the outside because it actually came along pretty quickly. I did have to make a few little minor adjustments that aren't filmed, but that was just kind of like I might have forgot to put a column in somewhere, or you know, forgot to put a piece of wallpaper in or something. But overall it actually came along pretty quickly with the wallpapering and stuff of the house. I kind of went through a few weeks ago and just built a whole heap of like shells for homes and then like furnished them all. So I'm just kind of like going through and editing them all and doing voiceovers and stuff and getting some pre-recording out there. I really hate not having a few videos pre-recorded because pre-recorded videos have saved my bacon so many times. Yeah, so it will jump forward in a little minute. So this is like the bit that you're seeing now. I just like whipped this up really quickly one night after work, and then it'll cut to like another part where a little bit of the landscaping is done. Because of the kind of lot it's got sort of landscaping everywhere, and the backyard is in a really awkward spot. So I just wanted to get a little bit of the landscaping done off camera, because otherwise I think it would have been like too long and there would have been like too much on the outside of the house. So once I've done like this little front lawn thing here, it skips. Aha, there we go. So I've put the backyard in kind of like to the side of the house, because when it's like a corner home like this one where it has the two entries, I felt like the entry that faced the road would technically be the front entry, but I don't know how to explain it. Like I made them both entryways, but I did the backyard like to the back of the road. I'm over explaining something really irrelevant and simple. But anyway, I quite like the landscaping on this. This was another one that I tried to kind of like do heaps of landscaping on, inspired by Ziminstead. She's like such a good landscaper. You should definitely check her channel out. She's just landscaping on point. I put those little like stone pavers and stuff there because I was kind of picturing that footpath to be a little bit closer to the other side of the house. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard sometimes because you can't decide where the lots are placed. So you have to just sort of like pretend a little bit sometimes. But I do like how the house kind of like walks straight out onto that little pond bit. So Yeah, and the landscaping was kind of easier to do as well because the house was such like a I don't know what the word is. Like the house was a bit of an odd shape. So you just kind of put like little bits of landscaping here and there, and there didn't really seem to be any like empty spaces or anything. So that worked out really, really well. I need to have a drink. I'm really, really sorry. This is so rude. I hate doing this. But I've been talking like non-stop for nearly an hour now, and my throat is so dry. Plus, at my work, I talk all day. So all I've done today is just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And oh my God, my sister is ringing me. This always happens to me. This happens all the time. Anytime I sit down to film, all of a sudden, my mum or my sister just decide to ring me. And they both have issues with when they ring, if you don't pick up the first time, they're like, oh, hey, I'm just going to call you again and call you again and call you again. And they end up having like 10 missed calls from them. And I'll even text them and be like, hey, sorry, can't talk right now. And they just call right back again. And it's like, dude, I can't talk. So I really apologize about that. Very unprofesh. But you know what? Like, you're my buddies, you're my friends, my pals, and I just want to be able to sit down and chit chat with you guys as well. So if I'm a little unprofesh, it's kind of, you know, who am I kidding? I'm not a super like professional kind of person. So I am what you see, or what's that saying? There's some saying that I am what you see. What you see is what you get. That's it. What you see is what you get, guys. So hopefully you like it. And if you don't like it, what is wrong with you? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, I'm just doing the backyard now. And yeah, I just kind of like feel like my backyard game is definitely improving a little bit. Once I've started to put in a lot more like pavers and stuff. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I find it really hard to talk about backyards, let's be real. But I just really like it. And the only thing I'm really struggling with in backyards a little bit is when I have those like awkward little shapes to fill. So I just put in that what is it, like the monkey bar kind of things. So I just put them in there, and I filled in that space. But if you have any ideas or a video where people fill in that awkward space, like link them down below. Yeah, I'm always interested in learning new things. So yeah. Anyway, this is just like a little backyard, and realistically only having like 4 seats outside is a little bit weird when you kind of consider like how large this family home is. So I don't know, little things like that bother me sometimes, but you know, anyway, what are you gonna do? So now just doing the kitchen, and I went for like a slightly different color. So I went for this kind of like cream color instead of the usual white bench tops that I go with. And I have to admit, I'm not the biggest fan, be honest here. I prefer the white cabinets and stuff, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So I don't think it looks bad, it's just not my personal taste. But I did a build a little bit ago now, and it was a build that I really didn't actually like that much, and I nearly just deleted it and didn't even show it. But I decided to post it anyway, and heaps of people really liked it. So I'm definitely feeling confident to get out of my comfort zone and stuff, because I feel like at some point everyone is going to like something. So I decided to try something different that I was a little bit unsure about, and hopefully you guys still like the kitchen. I think it was just that I'm not used to using like those kind of colors. I don't know. I feel like that color of bench top didn't seem to match a whole lot of other things as well. And I ended up putting a dining table in this kitchen area, and the dining table that I wanted to use didn't fit. So I don't know, I just had a little bit of trouble with like the color coordinating of this kitchen, but I really like the shape of it. And I put that little kind of like breakfast counter bar little thing. And yeah, I don't know, I actually just like the differentness of the kitchen. I think that it looks pretty cool. One thing I do wish we could do is put cabinets and counters and fridges and stuff on a diagonal. That'd be really, really cool. So instead of having like a corner cabinet, you have like a diagonal cabinet. Yeah, that'd be wicked. The other thing that I wanted to do in this build was put in one of those coffee machine things. I've been trying to use them a lot more, and I put this one on the corner, and I hate the placement of it, but I just cluttered all around it, and I think that it looks okay. You could probably just move that or delete it if you don't really like the way that it looks. I think that the clutter looks okay. I think it's just the fact that the coffee machine sits so close to the edge that it just looks a bit weird, but anyway. Yeah, so this is the little dining area. I ended up going with that little square dining table, and I do come back to that area and change it just slightly. I was having some trouble, as I said before, with the dining table. So this is one of the entryways. I kind of thought that this one would be sort of the main front door, but it was kind of hard. So I put the, what's that thing called? Like the kids' little whiteboard thing there, and I put that little table when you first walk in, and I can't remember if I put letters on it or not, but I kind of just put that there as though it's when you first walk in, you put your keys down there or something like that. So I kind of counted that as probably the main front door, and I think that that's what would show up as the front door if you were to play in this house, because it's the one that's closest to the road. I think that's how it works. Yeah, going in here with some different chairs. I think that those chairs match a lot better, and the kitchen flows a lot better now, but with that kind of creamy colour scheme, I just found it hard to decide what other colours to put in the kitchen. So it has a little bit of blue in there, but for the most part it's a pretty plain kitchen. So this is the living area. It's a little bit small, but whatever. I did kind of like blues and creams for this one, and I had a lot of trouble trying to get the right balance of blue and cream. And it's such a random thing to say, but it was just really hard because everything came in blue and cream. I didn't know what ones to do in what, and I was like, okay, so if I put the curtains cream, then there's too much cream, and then if I made the lounge blue, there was too much blue. So it's just a little bit of juggling to just try and get the right color balance. But in the end, I really liked the way that it turned out. I thought that it was cute, and I love that looking out from the living room, you have those two little chairs at the breakfast table. So I kind of just thought that maybe your Sims are watching TV, having a bit of breakfast at the little breakfast bar there, and overall I just really like that kind of that middle area that separates the two rooms there. So I ended up just putting that blue rug in there, and that actually surprisingly helped balance everything out, and I just kept the lounge and the dining or the coffee table pretty cream in it. I think it worked out good. This build I think used a lot more creams than what I'm used to. I usually use more whites, but it was good to use a slightly different colour, but it's still pretty typical Jess, I suppose. I'm probably going to do a build soon where I use things that I've never ever used before, because I think that'd just be really fun to build with things you've never ever done before. So yeah, this is the dining room, and I put that fireplace in there because otherwise it's just going to be too much space on the walls and everything. So I just figured if I put that the fireplace there, it's gonna fix everything. And I went in with those little lounge chairs again. They're just OG lounge chairs. I love them. Oh, I don't think I keep that lounge there. Maybe I can't remember. No, I'm sure. Oh, what? Okay. If you go into this build, change that lounge back to the other one, because the other one looked better. I don't know why I changed it to the Parenthood lounge, because it doesn't look as good. I hate when that happens, when I'm doing my voiceover and I'm like, what are you doing? Stop changing things. It looked way better before. So I'm just going to put it out there, change the lounge back. That one looks crap. I mean, it doesn't look crap. I'm being silly. But anyway. Yeah, so doing the dining room. Dining rooms are so hard to furnish, honestly. But I think that having the little fireplace in there was pretty cute. And I think that this was a pretty cluttered dining room. For dining rooms that I do anyway, it was good. I was able to get a decent amount of clutter in there. So I was pretty happy with that. And then I wanted a kind of neutral coloured rug. So I just sized down that little Parenthood one. And I used that little pot plant. I love that pot plant, but I never have the right color scheme or build to use it, but it worked really well with this one because it brought out that really nice blue. So I think that looked really good in the end. And oh yeah, that's right, I ended up using a different rug because I was trying to find the right cream, and then I ended up going with that blue instead. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, just so creams seem to be a really hard colour for me to work with. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. It should be a really easy neutral colour. But anyway, this is like the second entryway to the house. And I kind of considered that this one wouldn't necessarily be the main entryway. But what I did was I put a lot of like coat racks and things in here because I thought that like every day you should use the other front door through the kitchen. But this one here is the door that kind of leads out to that lake. So I kind of thought that this is a door the kids would go out if they were going out to, you know, like play outside or go fishing or something. So I put more of the like outdoorsy stuff at this door, so shoe rack and coat rack and all that kind of stuff. And then I just put in this little like shelving unit thing here, and I just put really random stuff in it. I kind of thought that it would just be, I don't know, I feel like everyone has in their home just that random shelf where it's like just the stuff that doesn't have a home anywhere else, you just kind of chuck it on that shelf. So I just put a heap of random stuff on there. You could definitely like repurpose this and put a whole heap of different things there. If you played in this house, I think that what you could put here would be, maybe if you had like the Jumble Adventures. Come on, Jess. Jungle Adventures is what I meant to say. If you had the Jungle Adventures pack, you could put like relics and stuff on there. I think it's just like a really good shelf that you can put all your bits and bobs, or you could put like a rock collection there or something, but you know. I also just put that brick on that corner bit there because I felt like it would be too bare if I had nothing there, so I just put a little bit of stone there, and I thought that looked pretty cool. So we're about to actually go upstairs. Oh, that's right. I just put this little, that door that you can see right now, that just leads into like a little toilet. There's nothing in that room but a toilet. But I just thought that, I don't know, toilets come in handy, so I just kind of chucked that there. I could have just left it as dead space, but I figured I may as well just put something there and make use of the space anyway. So that's just like a little single toilet. They'll have to use a sink in the kitchen, but you know, when you like have heaps of Sims in the morning trying to get stuff done. It's also really seedy because there's like 2 windows looking straight into it, but you know, whatever. So just coming upstairs and doing the bedrooms now. This is a 4-bedroom house, so the bedroom we're doing now, I'm just trying to think, I think this is like the pinky purple theme. I used that Parenthood dresser and just used those kind of pinky purple colors. I love that dresser, and I've really only just started using it recently. I've used it in, I don't know, 1 or 2 other builds already, so if you see that one a lot, I'm sorry. I kind of go through these phases where I find like a combination of furniture that I really like, and then I just kind of like use it to death. But you know, whatever, friends, you're gonna deal with it, eh? Yeah. So anyway, this is a very colourful little room, and I liked it. All the bedrooms actually have the walk-in robes, and I actually really liked that because it filled up a little bit of wall space and then also allowed for me to put other stuff in the bedrooms. I didn't have to worry about necessarily having a dresser, because it kind of like already had it. And I also put that little blue painting there because I wanted to bring out the blue that was in that bedspread on the pillows. So yeah, I don't know, I really like the way that all the colours tied in together with this build, except for that lamp. I don't know why I put that lamp there. It's like this bright pink leopard print lamp that doesn't go with anything else in the room, but what are you going to do? It's just another thing you notice when you're doing your voiceover. The next bedroom I'm looking forward to because it's probably my favourite bedroom of the house. Yeah, this one. So I used a lot of this stuff from the kids pack, and oh, I love this bedroom. I love the colours. It's like green and blue, and I just find it delightful. I don't know what it was. I found it really calming to do this room. I think it was the colours, just like the blues and the greens, and it was just, I don't know, it really just gave me a nice calm feeling doing it. And I think this bedroom could be sort of for any age group. The bedroom that we previously did, I think, was targeted at more of a child, whereas this one could be kind of like a pre-teen, probably not like an 18-year-old teenager, but like maybe 13, 14 kind of thing. It's very neat, so that's why I kind of thought it'd be like an older child, pre-teen. But then again, oh, actually no, I've always been a little bit messy. Like as a kid and a teenager, I was very messy. So yeah, I don't know. This room just, it's very clean and delightful to look at. So yeah, and I did my little thing with the flower rugs and stuff. So this is the last like kids bedroom. This one has the black and blue theme. What I've been doing is just picking a bed that I like. This sounds really random. Picking a bed that I like and then doing the color theme off that bed. So I use this bed that I've actually never really used before, I don't think, or maybe I've used it once and thought, yeah, you know what, do something different. I'll use this bed, and just did like the dark blue and black color theme. So in this kid's room, I put the TV and the, what's that thing called? The stereo in there. I don't know, this kid could be potentially a little bit older because he's got like the TV in his room, but then I also put in that drawing table, which kind of indicates that maybe he's like a young kid as well. So if you wanted to like move that drawing table and put maybe like a chair there instead, I think that you could target this at like an older kid's room instead of like a younger kid's room. And I don't know why this kid is the only one to get a TV in his room. Let's pretend that maybe the other two kids have laptops or something like that, or they've got like a TV in their cupboard or something. I don't know. I always feel a little bit unfair like when one kid has a TV and the other ones don't, but I have to remind myself, Jess, this is The Sims. Stop getting so attached. But we're coming into the parents' room now, and this took me forever to figure this bedroom out. This is the second attempt at it. That's why there's some curtains already on the wall, because I was just, I don't know, taking a sweet ass time trying to figure this one out. So it just had that like awkward long empty wall where the bed is. So I ended up putting a bedside table on one side and a dressing table on the other side, and it really just filled in that space a lot nicer. So I think that it turned out well, and the colours are pretty good. I wish that the browns matched a little bit better, but there's only so much matching that you can do in The Sims because, let's not get into it, but the colour swatches are just a little bit lacking. It's a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. The matching in me just wants everything to be perfect, but it's okay, it's okay. Some people don't like things matching. I was watching Devin Bumpkin on Twitch. He's also got a YouTube channel, so check it out. He's awesome. I really like his streams and stuff. And he was saying that he does like Sims 4 stuff and other stuff as well. But he was saying that anything that matches, like builds in The Sims that match, make him feel nauseous. And I'm like, my eye starts twitching and I'm thinking to myself, like, it makes you nauseous? How can matching furniture make you feel sick? Like, I'm the opposite. Just things matching and colours flowing. It just, really makes me feel good. Anyway, guys, I'm actually going to go now because we're nearly into screenshots. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all in another video. Goodbye, everybody!